Deep within the Vatican's secret archives, a secret stirred. The air was thick with the scent of aged parchment and the weight of centuries of history. Shadows danced along the walls, cast by the flickering candlelight, creating an atmosphere of both reverence and mystery. A lone Jesuit priest, Father Marco Lombardi, shuffled through centuries-old documents. His heart pounded, his hands trembled. Each page he turned seemed to whisper secrets long forgotten, secrets that had been buried deep within the annals of time. He had stumbled upon something earth-shattering, a revelation so profound that it made his pulse race and his breath catch in his throat, a truth so profound it could shake the very foundation of the Catholic Church. The manuscript he held was fragile, its edges crumbling, yet the words inscribed on it were powerful enough to challenge centuries of established beliefs. Father Lombardi had dedicated his life to preserving the Church's history. He had spent countless hours in these archives, meticulously cataloguing and preserving the past. He believed in its sanctity, its unwavering faith. The Church was his anchor, his guiding light in a world filled with uncertainty. But the artifact he held, a faded letter bound in leather, threatened to unravel everything he thought he knew. The letter's contents hinted at a hidden history, one that could rewrite the narrative of the Church. It spoke of a connection, a dark secret, tied to the most unlikely of figures, Pope Francis. The implications were staggering, suggesting a lineage of secrets that reached the highest echelons of the Church. The weight of his discovery pressed down on him. Father Lombardi felt the enormity of the burden he now carried, a burden that could change the course of history. The air grew thick with anticipation. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of paper seemed amplified in the silence of the archive. Father Lombardi knew he had to tread carefully. One wrong move, one misplaced word, and the delicate balance of the Church could be disrupted. The truth, once unleashed, could have unimaginable consequences. The priest's mind raced with the possibilities, each more daunting than the last. He knew that the path ahead was fraught with peril, but the truth demanded to be known. Jorge Mario Bergoglio, Pope Francis, was a symbol of humility and compassion. He broke tradition, embracing the marginalized and challenging the Church's stance on social issues. His papacy ignited a flicker of hope in a world hungry for change. He spoke of poverty, of climate change, of the need for inclusivity. His words resonated far beyond the walls of the Vatican, captivating believers and skeptics alike. He was a beacon of progressiveness, a symbol of the Church's potential for evolution. But the letter Father Lombardi discovered hinted at a past shrouded in darkness, a past that could shatter the image of the revered pontiff, a past that linked him to one of Argentina's darkest chapters, the Dirty War. The Dirty War, a chilling period in Argentina's history, a time of state-sponsored terrorism, of forced disappearances, of unspeakable atrocities committed in the name of order. Thousands vanished, their families left with nothing but agonizing silence. Whispers of the Church's complicity in the horrors circulated for years. Accusations of silence, of turning a blind eye to the suffering, of protecting the perpetrators. The wounds of the past remained raw, a constant reminder of the unresolved horrors. The letter in Father Lombardi's hands whispered a name from that era, a name now synonymous with hope and compassion. Bergoglio. Could the Pope, a symbol of righteousness, be connected to the darkness that had gripped his nation? The letter, penned by a desperate mother during the Dirty War, was a cry for help in the darkest of times. The ink, though faded, carried the weight of a mother's anguish and the hope that someone, anyone, would hear her plea. She pleaded for the Church's intervention, believing that the sanctity of the institution could offer some form of salvation. Her faith was unwavering, even in the face of such overwhelming despair. Her son, a journalist critical of the regime, had vanished without a trace. His disappearance was a stark reminder of the brutal reality many faced during those turbulent times. But what chilled Father Lombardi to the bone was the name mentioned as a potential intermediary, Father Jorge Bergoglio. The implications of this connection were profound and deeply unsettling. Was this an act of compassion, a desperate attempt by a young priest to help a family in need? Or was there a more complex, perhaps darker motive behind his involvement? The letter left many questions unanswered. Was it a simple act of kindness, or was it something more sinister? The shadows of doubt loomed large. The letter offered no answers, only a chilling connection between the future Pope and Argentina's dark underbelly. The implications were staggering, casting a long shadow over his legacy. If the truth came out, would it dismantle the progress made under Pope Francis's leadership? The very foundation of his papacy could be shaken, leaving the faithful in turmoil. Would it shatter the faith of millions who saw him as a beacon of hope? The revelation had the potential to change everything, leaving a lasting impact on the Church and its followers. Father Lombardi knew he couldn't keep this discovery to himself. He confided in Cardinal Antonio Bellini, a trusted advisor known for his unwavering integrity. Bellini's face paled as he absorbed the weight of the letter's contents. The news spread through the Vatican like wildfire. Cardinals whispered in hushed tones, their faces etched with concern and disbelief. The Church, already grappling with internal divisions, found itself teetering on the precipice of a scandal that could eclipse all others. The weight of the impending crisis pressed down on them. How could they possibly reconcile the image of the compassionate Pope with this unsettling connection to the dirty war? A past resurfaced, confronting the Junta. The Vatican, in an unprecedented move, launched a full investigation. They declassified documents, contacted officials from Argentina, piecing together the puzzle of Pope Francis's past. Every new revelation added another layer of complexity to the narrative. Testimonies emerged, painting a picture of a young priest navigating a dangerous landscape. Some claimed he had tried to help victims of the regime, working behind the scenes to secure their release. Others accused him of complicity, of remaining silent while innocent blood stained the streets. The world watched, captivated by the unfolding drama. The Church, for so long a symbol of unwavering authority, found itself grappling with the ghosts of its past. A world watching faith and accountability. The revelation of Pope Francis's past ignited a global debate. Human rights groups demanded transparency, urging the Church to confront its role in the dirty war. Victims' families saw a glimmer of hope for long-awaited answers. The faithful grappled with conflicting emotions. Could they reconcile their admiration for the Pope with the allegations against him? Was it possible to be a good man in a system corrupted by evil? The very nature of faith and accountability was put to the test. The world held its breath, waiting for answers, for justice, for the truth to emerge from the shadows. The weight of truth, a Pope's burden. Pope Francis, in a deeply personal address, acknowledged the accusations and expressed profound sorrow for the suffering endured during the dirty war. He spoke of forgiveness, of reconciliation, of the Church's responsibility to stand with the marginalized and oppressed. But he stopped short of admitting any personal wrongdoing. The weight of the past, the unanswered questions, continued to cast a shadow over his papacy. The world was left to grapple with the complexities of truth, forgiveness, and the enduring legacy of a dark chapter in history. The Vatican's investigation concluded, leaving many questions unanswered. The truth, it seemed, remained elusive, buried beneath layers of time and secrecy. Eternal mysteries, the Vatican's enduring enigma. The Vatican, with its ancient walls and labyrinthine corridors, continued to hold its secrets close. Each stone, each passageway seemed to whisper tales of centuries past, of events that shaped the course of history. The architecture itself was a testament to the enduring legacy of faith and power, a silent witness to the countless stories that unfolded within its confines. The revelation about Pope Francis served as a stark reminder of the power and mystery that shrouded the heart of the Catholic Church. His presence, both humble and commanding, was a symbol of the Vatican's dual nature, a place of profound spirituality and immense influence. The Pope's actions and words resonated far beyond the walls of the Vatican, touching lives and stirring souls across the globe. The past, it seemed, was never truly gone. It lingered in the air, in the very fabric of the Vatican, a constant reminder of the Church's long and complex history. Time moved forward, but the echoes of bygone eras remained, influencing the present and shaping the future. It lingered in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to resurface and challenge the present. The Vatican's corridors, often shrouded in mystery, held countless untold stories, each one a piece of the larger puzzle that was the Church's history. These shadows were not just remnants of the past, but active participants in the ongoing narrative of the Vatican. And within the Vatican's impenetrable walls, countless other secrets remained, whispering tales of intrigue, faith, and the enduring human struggle for redemption. The artifacts and symbols scattered throughout the Vatican were more than just relics. They were keys to understanding the complex tapestry of human belief and the relentless quest for meaning. The Vatican, a symbol of faith and power, stood as a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. As the sun set and the lights illuminated its majestic structures, the Vatican transformed into a beacon of mystery and wonder, drawing the curious and the faithful alike to its gates. A place where history whispered through the ages and the line between truth and mystery blurred with each passing century. The frescoes and statues, each with their own story, added to the rich narrative that made the Vatican a timeless enigma, a place where the past and present coexisted in a delicate balance. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.